So guys, we talked about the SU-33 and how it will probably not be a top-tier jet, but is there a way of an upgrade for the SU-33 to actually be a top-tier jet if added? Well, that's the thing. There is one thing, of course. Fox 3 missiles will make aircraft go higher in ER, right? So they will probably, if not added with any Fox 3 missiles, any aircraft will be added in a lower BR, even if it has the performance on the actual aircraft, right? And is there an option for the Su-33? Well, what if there is? There is a missile called the R-27EA. Can that missile make the Su-33 be on par with other top-tier jets? Is it realistic to have something like that? So let's try to answer that, right? So what is the R-27EA? Well, it is a very similar missile to the R-27ER. I mean, it's the same family of missiles, right? Changing really only one thing, right? The seeker. The seeker, instead of having or being a semi-active radar homing seeker, it is actually an active radar homing seeker developed from the seeker of the R-77 with some differences. Like the range, for example, of the seeker itself is around 18 to 20 plus kilometers, right? In real life, the R-77 is around 16, 17, something like that. The public numbers, of course, making it be probably the best R-27 ever, right? I mean, imagine an R-27 with an active radar homing seeker. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? It would probably be the best missile in the game because 35 Gs, best energy out of all missiles, especially Russian, I mean, not all missiles, but like compared to the other Russian missiles. So, yeah. Well, the thing is, there is one problem with this missile. The realistic usage of it. The problem is that there isn't a lot of information about this missile. Plus, the missile itself looks pretty much the same as the normal ER. So even if it was tested heavily, or even used in service in secret, I don't know, it would be almost impossible to know by looking at pictures, right? So what we do know is that the missile was indeed tested and it never saw service due to the R-77 being chosen as a better missile in real life, right? For what they wanted it to be. But who knows? The idea would be the same as the F-14D, for example, that if added, people would ask for the M120, right? Since it was tested on it. The Su-33 would be a little bit more of a stretch, of course, since we don't know if they actually tested the R-27EA with it. But since it is the same everything in the aircraft to fire the ER and EA, in theory, it could even be used even if it was only tested in a normal Su-27, right? So it would be cool since the Su-33 can be or not be a top-tier jet because of one missile or one change in the missile itself, right? I still believe that Gaijin will not add the Su-33 with the R-27EA, and it will be probably a lower BR than top tier. But it is fun to wonder what an R-27E with an active radar homing seeker would be like in the game. I mean, OP, nothing too different. I mean, only the addition itself would actually tell, right? So what do you think? That's the thing, right? Because this missile would be the R-27ER, which is one of the best missiles that we have in the game in terms of energy, but with the best seekers out there, which are the Fox 3 active radar homing seekers, right? So should we have it, or should we just remain with a realistic view and just add the normal R-27s, ERs, ETs, stuff like that for the Su-33, right? But remember, the question itself is kind of already answered, right? With vehicles such as the F-4F. The F-4F already have missiles that it never had in full service. I mean, it could use it, but Germany never bought them, right? So the principle is almost the same. It would be the same as the F-14D as well with M120s. The M120s were tested in the F-14D, but it was never actually used in service with it, right? So it's a little bit more of a stretch, I understand, but it is cool to talk about this, right? Wouldn't it be cool to see a 90s like super naval patch of what if the Cold War continue? You know, F-14D with AIM-54s and AIM-120s against an Su-33 with the R-27EA. Wouldn't it that be very, very cool? I mean, I think you would, right? But I don't know. Maybe you have a completely different idea. People get heated about it. I don't care. Leave it in the comments if you just want to, you know, complain about it and say that I'm biased because I'm asking for it. I'm not asking about anything, okay? I'm just saying, what if the R-27EA is added to the game? Would it be OP? Would it not be OP? Is it realistic to have it? That's the type of question I'm asking you. So leave it in the comments what you think about it. I have my opinion on it, and I left it out there. I think it would be very cool to see an F-14D versus SU-33 with these types of Fox 3s. But you tell me in the comments, okay, guys? I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. See you guys. Bye.